well, there's still a little bit of natural light. Because the floofy evils have been acting oddly today in the we think we hear a mouse kind of way, I decided to tell you a little story about the winter before last. So, mice get up into our house. Sometimes. Not often, but it happens. We have cats. The cats usually find the mice first. But not always. And often enough, they chase the mice into a place they can't get to. I was woken up by the cats stampeding into my room and trying to get at something below my desk. But they couldn't. I think it was actually my big tripod that was blocking them physically from getting to where this mouse had run into the corner in my room. Right down. You can't see where I'm pointing, but literally right in front of me, like below where my feet sit. So they couldn't get to it, but I could. So I grabbed a plastic container with a lid, stuffed some tissue into it since it was winter. There was quite a lot of snow on the ground, which led to problems, and I didn't want it to get too cold. But I managed to scoop up the mouse into the container, using the lid to hold the top down but not seal it in with no airflow. And I went outside to try and find a place where I could actually release it and not feel bad about the instant death sentence it would have been anywhere, because the ground had, in the shallow spots, about 3 feet of snow. There was no bare ground. While I was looking around in the yard to see if there were low enough spots next to potential shelter, like around the shed, because we get chipmunks in the shed, or we used to, it had managed to squeeze through the gap I was giving it for breathing, and it tried to get away, meaning it ducked under Mom's car, or it scampered over to Mom's car. I was right in front of the cars when this happened. And then it realized there was nowhere to go, and it was fucking cold. And it came back to me. It came back. If I had anything to keep it in until there was bare ground, I would have. When a wild mouse will come back to the big scary human because it's warmer and safer than the alternative, when this mouse came back to me, it didn't just huddle by my foot. It let me reach down and pick it up with my hand. I almost kept a mouse till the spring, but I tromped around along the side of the little deck on the back side of the house, because not as much snow gets up in there. There was debris, but not actually bare ground, but it also gave the mouse a good opportunity to at least get back under the house. So I left the container with the tissue, just laid it on the sides, pointing slightly downward so it would have somewhere dry, at least, if not warm, and went back inside and felt miserable. So yeah, the cats acting like they thought they heard a mouse made me think of that, and I figured I could share that. Other than that, ESO is doing a free weekend, which technically started yesterday and runs till Monday. I don't know who the free weekend is for, but I was in the beta, so I figured that's why. So I've got that downloaded, and I've started up my character. So I know what I'm going to be playing in my downtime for the next few days, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.